Good morning and welcome to the Daily Echo. It is October 27th. It is Monday. It's Magnificent Monday. Today's a very, very special Echo. Our youngest child, who is one of my biggest, favoritist people in the entire world, and some would say I favor her, but maybe not. Anika today is 18 years old, so it's a huge birthday. And sort of a painful birthday for me and my wife, I know, because if she's 18, that means she's getting older. And tried to convince her yesterday that we want to get her back to being 14. This has been a perfect day to be able to talk about what I want to talk about today. And as you see some of the pictures that are flashing by up in here of Anika, you'll see that she fits this discussion perfectly. We talk about happiness a lot on the Daily Echo. And I read an article yesterday, and it's titled, "The Surprising Science Behind Supremely Happy People." And it's an article that is written by Ryan Morganeg. I'm not really sure. Just send me a link or send me a message and I'll send you the link to it. He talks about the difficulty we have, and we've talked about this before, about why a lot of people struggle with happiness. And as you can see, Anika, she never struggles. In fact, coming home from a long day, it's nice to see that and get that hug and that smile and that laugh. I can't overemphasize laughter and what a powerful drug it is for us. We secrete so many great hormones. Anika and I have a habit we do on a fairly regular basis. One of my favorite sitcoms of all time is Seinfeld, and I've probably seen each episode at least 10 times each. So we'll sit there before we go to bed sometimes and we'll watch that, and just to hear her laugh, and we're laughing over scenes we've seen many times over. You just feel really good, and it's good to go to bed with those positive hormones. In this article, though, he talks a little bit about some interesting facts. If you type in happiness and books for happiness on Amazon, you're going to find 2,000 books. There's a lot of people that are searching for it. Interesting enough, in the United States, there's 350 million people that live here. There are 120 million antidepressant prescriptions in this country right now. A fairly staggering number. A third of the population in the United States, there are that many prescriptions. Now, that doesn't always mean that there's that many people that are doing that. Some people might have 2 or 3. Geographically based, it doesn't seem like we've changed our happiness. In fact, we've gotten worse over the last 20 or 30 years. We're not getting happier. And I attribute that sometimes to living in a fantasy world and not addressing what's actually in front of us and the reality that's in front of us. But they go through a few things here, and we talked about this in the movie Happy. Talked about a few things, and I'll close on these. Happy people, first and foremost, surround themselves with happy people. That's why Anika, all the time, I've got to be by Anika because she's happy, and my wife is a tremendously happy person as well. Find people that are happy. Spend time with them. Do not spend time with people that are miserable and unhappy. You will become more like them than the idea of getting them to become like you. Talks a little bit about having a circle of those friends that we have. Happy people spend money more on others than they do on themselves. Happy people use laughter as medicine, very powerful medicine. Happy people use the power of good music to get them in tune. There's a lot of good music out there. Not all music is bad. Find something that's very positive. Happy people exercise. They diet. Great hormones. Tremendous hormones that'll make you happy. Start exercising if you're not doing so. Happy people, they say, like to take time and go outside and just listen and think and ponder. They talk about meditation, spending that time a day thinking positively. So make sure you're doing these things. The other 2 things at the end here, sleep. Happy people tend to get a good amount of sleep at night. That doesn't mean you're sleeping 10 hours, 6 to 8 hours. That's all you need. And then happy people are spiritual. Interesting thing. Zig Ziglar talked about people that go to church, on average, this was 20 years ago, make an extra $7,000 a year, I believe, than people that don't go to church. Not really sure why that is. I think it has something to do with balance. You're doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're upholding, hopefully, true principles of honesty and integrity. But get that. Go to church, spiritual, you're going to be happier. Have a magnificent Monday. Wish my sweet, wonderful little girl, Anika, a happy birthday today. Thanks, as always, for the time all of you take to watch the Daily Echo. Have a great day.